is how every trip begins. Some sort of rental car situation. Often in the evening. Yeah, just landed Melbourne, 6:30ish PM. About to head to Hopeton, pull up there for the night, and then on with the rest of the journey. Cheers. Right, day 2 of this trip. We're parked up at Mallee Park, Mum and Dad's place overnight. They're about 11. Caught up with my brother at 5:30 this morning, which is awesome, and then it's just after 6 and heading to Lameroo now, off to Ridgeway. Going through some rams there. Going to catch up with Ian from the Gene Smith team, who's been running our lambda dam matching artificial intelligence unit there, and so keen to see how that's going. Beautiful bit of rain here overnight. Drove through rain most of the evening last night, which is great. 11 mil here at Hopeton, which was awesome, much needed rain. I'm hoping that crew up here at Lameroo have had some moisture as well. It's even more dire up there, so yeah, looking forward to hopefully seeing some puddles continuing. There's a few puddles on the road here, which is yeah, lovely to be driving through. So it's strange to be saying that, considering how wet it is in New Zealand, but you know how much it's desperately needed here in Australia, particularly Southern Australia, Victoria, South Australia. Bottom end of New South Wales been pretty horrendous sort of run. So yeah, great to see a bit of moisture falling. Nothing cheers up all of us in farming like seeing rain at the right time, or getting moisture when you need it most. Alright, well we continue on down the road, keeping a close eye on the fuel gauge at the moment, looking for a card fuel up here somewhere, which would be handy. Anyway, and we're obviously keeping a pretty close eye out for grasshoppers. There's hopefully with a bit of rain around, they're off the road, and there's a bit of a green pick somewhere else and they're not on the side of the road. It'll be handy. Happy enough to be here in Murrayville. Actually found some fuel, which is pretty good. 30 k's left on the dial. My brother reliably informed me there was credit card fuel in Walpiup. Turns out there isn't. Not in Underbull either. Anyway, we've got some, looks like hopefully the Bowser's about to work and we'll get fueled up, head to Lameroo. Great to be driving through a bit of rain in the valley. Much needed. Looking out the window, crops are mostly in and up, but they're desperately needing this moisture. Hopefully it continues to roll through. Sunset in the Mallee now, just shifting camps. Spent a bit of time in Lameroo writing up a couple of articles actually, or finishing an article. We're just heading now to our next stop at Culburra, and getting through what looks a bit like heavy roo country, and so hopefully the roo magnet of this hire car isn't turned on at the moment, but yeah, it's about the time of day where you don't really want to be driving through this sort of country, but anyway, so far so good. And we don't tend to bounce off kangaroos too good, these hire cars, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Yeah, obviously there's green pick across most paddocks, but that's it. It's just changed colour. There's no real feed value across anything I'm driving past. It's been a real challenge, as we're all aware, but it is nice to see a slight change in colour and a bit of rain around the last couple of days, so hopefully that all turns into feed. Just here at Culburra today, we're just going through the rams. Come across a bloke like this, you always get a bit excited. Got the next gen classing screen up and about, but with an index designed for the property, but bringing together a nice combination of traits and some pretty cool. peeled off at Culburra. We're just about to run back around. Back on the road again. Just finished at Culburra. Been through 190 odd rams, pulled out 70 or so. They were surplus to requirements. Got the top end out of them, which is good. Pulled out a few nice ones at the very top end. Now heading into New South Wales, which is kind of not on the way from here. We're a fair way to go. That'll be it's about 8.5 hours away from where we need to be tomorrow. It's 12:30 South Australian time. About to lose half an hour, which is always nice when you pick up that half an hour crossing the border, but it always sucks when you lose it going back the other way. Anyway, we're saddling in for a solid drive across, right through Victoria really. Starting from South Australia to New South Wales, right through halfway through Vic. Righto. See if we find anything interesting on the road. The joy continues. We're in through Victoria now. The moisture's still falling, which is fantastic. Again, everyone needs it. Where are we at the moment? We're just sort of cutting through Warrnambool, cutting through the top of the Wimmera, heading towards Deniliquin tonight is the plan. Crops around here are pretty similar to South Australia, in and up probably is about as good as you can expect. But nice to see some puddles on the road. Joy continuing, just crossed the river, so we're into New South Wales now. About an hour to go, not quite to finish off the day's proceedings. Just a touch of fog as we're leaving Deniliquin this morning. That might slow down proceedings a bit. It doesn't look too bad there at the moment, but it was quite thick in town. Maybe that was just near the end, but hopefully as we get away from a bit of moisture it won't be too bad. Not quite pea soup fog, but sufficient to slow progress a bit at the moment. It's been pretty good actually. We've had a pretty good run, not too far away, an hour and a quarter or so left to drive, but just interesting at the moment, hoping there's not too many kangaroos mixed in the fog. Sun's out, starting to burn a bit of fog, almost there. About to visit Gary and Tom Anderson, chat some sheep. Not a bad morning for it. Nice to see a bit of moisture around in southern New South Wales as well. More South Island this morning, just heading out to Kerempole for a yarn with Nigel, Kate, Joe and team. -2, so a bit, feeling a bit South Island, but looks like going to be a beautiful day, so looking forward to it. Just at Kerempole today. These are the boys that are off to Bendigo. They'll be got a few thousand k's ahead of them for the end of the week. I won't be there, but these boys will. A combination of muscle fat growth and fleece weight coming together. Put a bit of data up as well. Road trip continuing, heading out to Nyngan this morning and heading out to Richie and Julie Steele at Outback MPM. Looking forward to going through some rams there. We ran out of good luck, had a wallaby pounce out from the grass this morning, so one of the pitfalls of driving around in the morning in Australia. But so anyway, lost a bit of plastic. See plenty of sunrises on this trip. We're out heading towards the Marra at the moment, out sort of central west New South Wales. Been going pretty early this morning, so getting to see sun come up. Obviously short days at the moment, middle of winter, which makes it a little bit interesting. I'll show you some sheep soon. Golden rule of driving around Australia is don't drive this time of day. We've hit maximum wildlife. There's roos and emus bouncing around everywhere out here. Apart from a little mishap with a wallaby this morning, so far so good. And obviously a bit more light, you can see what's coming out here a bit better. But yeah, plenty of action when particularly having a few good seasons out here. There's been a good breed up and there's plenty of wildlife about. Fencing, keeping, I'm not sure if I'm on the good side or the bad side of the exclusion fence, but either way, we're on the side. And plenty of old man saltbush looking pretty happy and healthy out here. Don't really know where this stuff originated, but look, this looks like the home of it. Got an exclusion fence over that side, another exclusion fence over that side. I'm presuming whatever's in here has come in here for a fair while, so anyway. We've been driving around this morning, but we finally found some sheep. A few bush dogs getting on in the action. We've had plenty of roos this morning, but it seems to be into emu country now. Feather dust is flying around. Heading out of Outback MPM, been through 750 rams today, pulled out sort of 500 to hang around, and probably, I don't know, 80 or so the top end of them, which will become size eventually, or some of them will. Yeah, real focus on animals that can do it out here in this environment. Yeah, big focus on reproduction and bringing in those lambs, getting pregnant, bringing in those lambs, joining new lambs. Using all the combination of phenotype and breeding values. It's yeah, great. This is actually my first time in the yards out here. It was great to work through sheep, great to work with Richie and Jules and team. Good value out of today, seeing the sun rise and set out here in western New South Wales. Another day, another morning driving towards some sheep. It's a bit of moisture falling around the oval where we are at the moment, which for this year everyone's going to be happy enough with. Heading out to see Wild Kieran, flicking through a few thousand ultra whites today. obviously a few thousand in the shed, so we're probably going to be dealing with wet sheep, which will be interesting. We're up to day 7 of the trip, maybe day 6, day 7 of this trip. I've just got to sneak back to Karen's place, Karen Food and Fibre, to sort out the last sort of 500 shedding ewe lambs we didn't get to last night. We got almost there, so we got through 3,500 odd sheep, but didn't quite get there, so we're just going back to finish that job, and then we're heading to see Dino Boulay at Canberra and flip through some merino ewes there. It's a fresh morning at -1 at the moment, but looks a bit better than yesterday in terms of temperature. Just here at Karen Ag and Fibre, while Karen and team. These are a heap of sort of ultra white cross ewes that have been purchased in and bred ewe lambs, so these are going to the ram today. Just establishing a shedding flock here. Just been through old girls and these girls, 4,000 over the last couple of days. Just tidying up on wool and shape and structure, getting organised, and then move on from there. Rounding out the final day of on-farm component of this tour, just heading into Jugging, however you say that. Just leaving Dino's place and heading south, have a quick meeting tomorrow in Bendigo, then we're on the plane and home for wifey's 50th. So anyway, it's